Connecting with the divine with your eyes closed is meditation. Connecting with the divine with your eyes open is darshan. Come, let us all now move from meditation to darshan. Slowly, very slowly. Please open your eyes.
वेदरूपिणी हिमगिरिवासिनी मनोन्मणि पापनाशिनी त्रिभुवनपोषिणी विशेषिणी ज्ञानदायिनी नित्य आनन्देश्वरि जगदीश्वरि शरणं श्री नित्य नित्येश्वरि करुणसागरी कमलपुष्पनेत्रसुन्दरि कन्याकुमारी कामनाशिनी सुभाषिनी विश्वरूपिणी नित्य आनन्देश्वरि शरणं सर्वेश्वरि नित्य नित्येश्वरि शरणं सर्वेश्वरि नित्य नित्येश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरि स्वप्रकाशिनी जगच्चिन्त्यमानरूपिणी धर्मस्थापिनी ध्यानपीठकारणेश्वरि मन्दहासिनी नित्य आनन्देश्वरि परमेश्वरि शरणं श्री नित्य नित्येश्वरि महायोगिनी भक्तसङ्कटापहा
ॐ नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिवसमारम्भां नित्यानन्देश्वरि पराशक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. I welcome all the living and practicing Hindus, de facto Kailashians from all over the world. I welcome all the Sarvanya Kartas, Yajamans, Sri Mahants, Mahants, Danedar, Kotari, visitors, viewers, everyone sitting with us all over the world with my love and blessings. Paramashiva's message directly from Kailasa. Listen. Body which is used intensely remains healthy. Internal organs which is active intensely remains healthy and continues to function long. Mind which remains sincere continues to be focused on the goal of life. Consciousness naturally, spontaneously, simultaneously. Listen to this word, spontaneously and simultaneously manifest through all these three layers: mind, internal organs, and body. All these three. When they remain sincere. Let me give you deeper explanation. Use the body more and more. You will be very healthy, energetic. Use the internal organs more and more. Every time when you fast, all the internal organs of your body starts working. Every time you fast for 24 hours, the whole system becomes alive, activated. That is why I insist at least 2 times do this to you every week. Understand? Be good to yourself at least 2 times a week. That's the best pampering you can do to you. Anyone who wants to live royal life, listen. Eating like a pig, whenever you can, whatever you get, is the cheapest way of treating yourself. Listen. It's like treating yourself like garbage bag, garbage can, dustbin. Once in a week, treat yourself good. I'll highly recommend at least twice. If you are an initial level seeker, once a week. If you are very sincere about enlightenment, twice a week. Treat yourself royal. It means stop eating. 24 hours, just absolutely no food. If you can, dry fasting. If not, just water is okay. Water fasting. All your internal organs will become alive. As I said, the best food for your body is what is already gathered and stored inside your body. Allow the body to eat itself without giving food from outside. Listen carefully. I have seen people who don't eat because they don't have, but people don't eat even though they have for a purpose, higher purpose, they don't eat. I have seen both kind of human beings. I have seen extreme poverty. I have seen very powerful royal people who don't eat not because they don't have, but because they have a higher purpose to exist, they stop eating. So I'll use two different words. People who don't eat because of poverty, Poverty. People who don't eat because of poverty. New word, use it, take it. Powerty. I have seen people who don't eat because of poverty, people who don't eat because of poverty. For example, this great Maunaswami who lived in Tiruvannamalai, I have seen him for years, never ate or drank anything. He used to sit in the southern tower, Terkukattai Gopuram of Tiruvannamalai temple. Even now there is a small memorial, the place where he used to be in Samadhi all the time. It's not that he did not have food. People will bring so many things. He will not touch, he will give it to the devotees who come to have his darshan. He will not eat anything, he will not touch anything. He will not consume anything. He will actually have a small stick through which he will touch it and push it out to the devotees as a prasadam. The difference I have seen in both the bodies, people who don't eat because of poverty, their body doesn't shine. People who don't eat because of the higher purpose, their whole skin shines because the cognition, purpose adds sincerity, shraddha, and shraddha as capacity to generate ojas and tejas. Ojas means pure energy. Tejas means shining power. I am actually giving you the secret science of Kayakalpa. That Maunaswami used to be in silence, he won't talk. Rarely he will write and show any answers he wants to give. Whenever we ask question, any answers he wants to give, he will write and show. He is the Swami. I asked him once, Swamiji, why did you choose this place? The south tower of Tiruvannamalai temple is called Tirumanjana Gopuram. That is the area. My pre-monastic house was there. So only through that tower I'll enter the temple every morning. So inside the Tirumanjana Gopuram, there is a temple tower called Terkukattai Gopuram. So in that Gopuram, Terkukattai Gopuram only used to sit. He will always be just in Samadhi, sitting. No food, no one, no two, no three, no drinking, no water, nothing. He will just sit in Samadhi. We know he is alive, that's all. If we ask something, rarely he will write and show. I asked him, why did you choose this place? He showed me through his hands that breathing, pranayama. I asked, breathing pranayama you can do anywhere. Why here? He wrote and showed just next to that tower, there is a iluppai tree. Just next to the Terkukattai Gopuram, where he used to sit, there is a iluppai tree. I don't know the English word. You Google and find out. The iluppai tree. Iluppai is the Tamil word. Iluppamaram. There is a proverb also in Tamil. Illada காட்டுக்கு இலுப்பப்பூ சக்கரை. Where there is no sugar mill, the iluppai flowers are used as a sugar, as a sweetener. And the Goshala also used to be there in those days. I don't know now how it is. In those days, that's the way it used to be. So, that iluppai tree will give such an intense smell. He said that air of the iluppai tree supplies enough organic sugar energy needed for his internal organs. Listen, I want all of you to understand this principle of Kayakalpa. Understand, see, when your intake becomes subtler and subtler, the availability becomes eternal. When your food is solid, it will not be available all the time, and digestion is a big job, and excretion, too much of work. And there is a lot of side effects and after effects. If your intake becomes pure energy, then the internal organs are kept alive, active, without the need for filtering the energy, this whole process. The iluppai tree, the English name is Mahua tree. It's also called Indian butter tree. Listen, let me give you these signs. See, whenever I request, please listen. Two reasons. One, modern day human beings lost the ability to attend something sincerely. Too much of distraction. One of my disciples who is in the field of making advertisements and commercials for various companies, brands, he told me, Swamiji, no human being in the modern day has an attention span of more than 30 seconds. So within 30 seconds, you will have to convey what you want to convey. That's it. After that, whatever you try to show, tell, everything is waste, useless. So after 30 seconds, if you want to convey something serious, you have to get his attention again by using something related to very sexually triggering. Then you will get his attention back again. Only 30 more seconds you have to convey what you want to convey to that person. In the modern day, human beings lost the attention span, ability to be intense. That's the one reason. Second, I am constantly residing in samadhi. The Vangmanadi kocharam cha neti neti bhavitam. The space beyond the words and mind, emotion, the activities of chitta, in absolute not this zone. So for me also, it takes a lot of effort to verbalize what I am supposed to convey to all of you. So listen, the food, when it is physical, your longevity and health reduces. When it becomes liquid, your longevity and health increases. When it becomes just pure prana, your longevity and health increases much more. This Mauna Swami, he used to sit in that Ilippai tree breathing space. The Ilippai tree, it used to be a tall tree. All trees have their own breathing space. To the level, to the length, to the circumference, they spread their flower, fruit smell is their breathing space. So this temple tower in which this Mauna Swami was sitting comes within the breathing space of that Ilippai tree. So when he sits there and does his pranayama, that Ilippai tree's smell, breathing space, goes into his body, his internal organs receive glucose, sugar, directly just from that prana without taking any white sugar, brown sugar, anything from external source. Understand? This is the same principle of Havis. You offer everything in the Homa, in the fire, in the Agni. Those gods and goddesses come down and take that into their breathing space. It becomes power, prana for them, food for them, and they bless you. Same principle here, that Ilippai tree was intensely keeping its breathing space sugar filled. Anyone sits under the Ilippai tree, intensely smells, does pranayama of that Ilippai tree's breathing space, can live without the need for external source of glucose, without taking white sugar, brown sugar, any source for glucose is not needed externally from the external source. Your internal organs will be so active, they can directly get the glucose energy by the pranayama under the Ilippai tree. And I have seen it for number of years. When he gave that explanation, I felt, oh God, what a powerful method of existing. I ran to Raghupati Yogi. Raghupati Yogi is the next level yogi. No, I'm not comparing Mauna Swami and Raghupati Yogi. I will never do that mistake. He is his own way and is his own way. Raghupati Yogi said, I'll prove it to you. Come. He asked me to get rice cooked without adding any sugar or sweetener, and brought that pot and kept near that same Ilippai tree. and just kept his hand on the tree. Inhaled, exhaled, did a pranayama. And I saw that whole rice became sakra pongal. The ven pongal became sakra pongal. Means the rice became sugar rice. Color did not change. When I ate, God, it was literally the sugar pongal, sakra pongal, sweetened rice. He took that energy and filled his internal organs, converted the glucose, passed it through his nadi, his system, into the rice and showed me, see, how the prana, the breathing space of this tree, can infuse glucose for your internal organs, and how that can be converted and passed through your hands into the food. Understand? The energy needed for your backbone to experience Kundalini. Your backbone needs to be very powerful for the Kundalini to raise. That pure energy, ojas, you can be charged with ojas if you sit under the banyan tree and do pranayama. Any pranayama, if you sit under the banyan tree or the breathing space of the banyan tree, you can be charged, just charged. With that ojas shakti. Our Bidadi Banyan tree Kalpavriksha has a unique power. Even if you are not physically there in Bidadi Ashram, Adi Kailasa, if you just see the live web camera relay and sit in front of it and do pranayama, you will experience same. You will experience same. Each tree's breathing space has certain energy. When you do pranayama under that tree, that energy gets filled inside your system. This is what I say. Without dumping the food, making your internal organs very active, alive. Yoga will make your physical body active, reducing the quantity of the food, increasing the quality. When I say increasing the quality, instead of solid food, moving to more liquid. From liquid, moving to more air, prana-based food. This Mauna Swami was taking the prana, air-based food. Same way, if you burn pure rice, pure cow ghee with the proper mantras and do the Agnihotram with a pure cow dung cake, organic cow dung cake, desi cow dung cake. With that, if you do the Agnihotram, that smoke, that air can keep you hunger free, fully charged, all your internal organs active at least for 8 hours. One Agnihotra, you can be food free for 8 hours active. Agnihotris are bound to live long, healthy. Agnihotris are bound to live long and healthy. Because the quality of food is absolutely pure, great, powerful. In Thiruvannamalai, in our Adinam, we have Vaidya Shakti Sthalam. All the trees of Navagrahas and 12 Rasis, "27 Nakshatras, Ashtadik Balakas," like a layer by layer, it was planted and still it is maintained beautifully. Now I am so happy that Gurucharana is reviving the whole ecosystem with the grace of Paramashiva, Arunajaleshwara himself. If you sit in that Vaidya Shakti Sthalam and do pranayama, your whole body will get rejuvenated. Even if you do this 2 times a month, that's enough. Simply Kayakalpa will be happening to you. You will live long, healthy. I also sincerely recommend all the devotees, my disciples, come and study Thiruvannamalai Ashram, that Vaidya Shakti Sthalam. Replicate it in your ashram, in Rajapalayam, in Madurai. Actually, in Madurai, we have very big place in Tirupparangundram. We can do the Vaidya Shakti Sthalam. In Bididi, we have a whole 100 acres. In Ichapuram Palace, I think Ichapuram Palace is surely many acres. I don't know exact extent, but many acres. The whole place is called Kailasagiri, Ichapuram Palace. And the Hyderabad Adinam. Surely Hyderabad Adinam is also many acres. I don't know the extent of the land, many acres. And Salem Adinam, Erode Adinam, all these are big, big places. You can replicate this Vaidya Shakti Sthalam and do pranayama every day sitting there. All the cosmic energies needed for Kayakalpa is in that Vaidya Shakti Sthalam. You can even do the Vaidya Shakti Sthalam in parts. In big andas, you can plant and keep in a place like Madurai Adinam. SSJP, you may not have a ground, but you can keep it in the terrace, in the andas, in the big pots. This is one of the powerful infrastructure needed for successful Kayakalpa. Long before we did it in Tiruvannamalai, and now it has become a beautiful, huge garden. Vaidya Shakti Sthalam in Tiruvannamalai. In Rajapalayam, Salem, Madurai, Arani, Tiragappadi, Navalur Kuttapattu, Tiruchengodu Adinam, Adi Kailash Bidadi, Hyderabad, Ichapuram Palace, in all these places, we can easily replicate. Even Kashi. Kashi, we have a huge property, Goshala, on the banks of Ganga. In all these places, we can easily replicate this Vaidya Shakti Sthalam, Kayakalpa infrastructure. In the breathing space of that Vaidya Shakti Sthalam, anyone sits and does pranayama, your whole physical structure, mental structure, prana, the breathing structure, cognition structure, conscious structure, everything will be empowered to live healthy, long time. Understand? The intense activity for body is yoga. Intense activity for internal organs is fasting. Intense life infusing for your mind is sincerity. Listen carefully. In my life, I have seen all kinds of minds, mental setups. I never get frightened by the people who try to cheat me, the traitors. I never get frightened about them. I just know them, how they work. Before they can bug my gadgets, I can just bug their mind. I just know what is going on in them. I never get frightened about them. Actually, I play with them. That's my time pass. But the people who cheat themselves are the worst human beings. I should say they are like demons who feel, oh, I want to be really sannyasi. I really want to be integrated. But they will never sincerely do what need to be done for that. Cheating themselves, gaslighting themselves. சொந்த காசுல சூனியம் வச்சுக்கிறது. அவங்களுக்கு சூனியம் வைக்க வெளியில இருந்தாலும் ஆளே வேணாம். நீ அவங்களை சும்மா விட்டா போதும், தானாவே தனக்கு தானே சூனியம் வச்சுக்கிட்டே இருக்கும். ஆப்ப தேடி தேடி அது மேல போய் உட்காருங்க. I call them as apakadayas. They will search for the apu. Apu is the veg. And exactly go and sit on it. Listen, people who cheat themselves devilish, demonic, dangerous. Why people cheat themselves, they don't work on removing the parasites from their system and fall for mood swings. See, when you decide to become sannyasi, every day drinking neem juice is compulsory, because neem juice removes all the parasites from your biomemory, muscle memory, which triggers lusty fantasy visualization. I tell you, if you drink neem juice every day, all the parasites in your system, in your muscle memory and biomemory will be cleansed. Even when the sex hormones are pumped into your body, male hormone or female hormone, it just manifests as intense devotion, most sweetest sacred sentiment. It does not trigger a violent, lusty, wild, uncontrollable, self-destructive visualizations or patterns. The male hormone or female hormone, even when it is infused, injected intensely in your body, it does not trigger self-destructive patterns, self-destructive, lusty or agitating, life negative, suicidal patterns. No. It triggers at the most a sweet, very beautiful, powerful devotion. Any powerful cognition you experience, any powerful conclusion you arrive, you need to prepare your body also sincerely for that. You need to work for it. You need to have sincerity in your mind. Then you will achieve the goal. Life is, after all, sincere work, not hard work or serious work. But when you don't have sincerity, you cheat yourself. You fall for your mood swings. You gaslight yourself. And even you lose respect for yourself. See, 2-3 times you gaslight yourself and collapse, and then finally again you come back to your powerful cognitions, conclusions, then you yourself lose respect on you. That is why I am saying you should start sincerely working on realizing the powerful cognitions you have as your reality. If you decide that you want to be sannyasi, celibate, brahmachari, every day without missing neem juice, at least. Diluted means 200 ml, little thick means 100 ml. Concentrated 100 ml, diluted 200 ml. If you feel you can't drink the whole thing at a time, don't worry. Maybe you can take half in the morning, half in the evening. That is also okay. If you decide you should be alive, working whole day without tiredness or boredom, you should always take the handful of Yellum Vellamum. I'll tell you the ancient Tamil words for all these herbs. You Google and find the English words. Sesame and jaggery, balls. If you make the balls, sesame and jaggery, every morning, if you take the sesame and jaggery, whole day you will be fresh without getting tired, energetic. If you decide to be active, sesame and jaggery balls, if you consume, it will remove all the parasites, microbes, triggers tiredness and boredom and irritation in you. Your body, your muscle memory and biomemory will be so pure, clean. Fresh. You will not fall for your tiredness, boredom, irritating parasites which is sitting inside you and irritates you, triggers you. I have seen when people get triggered, how they actually become a different person. I have seen it. Simple irritation. They become different person. All they need is sesame jaggery ball. If you like it, you can even take 5, 6, nothing wrong. It's like a snack you can enjoy in the morning. Very good quality organic jaggery with the sesame seeds, nicely make balls. Even if you take 10 balls, nothing wrong. There is no bad side effect due to this sesame jaggery balls. It will only keep you very energetic and alive. It will remove all the parasites from your muscle memory and biomemory, which triggers tiredness, boredom, irritation inside you. People, when they get irritated, they really behave like a heroine, cinema heroine. They think they are too important and they try to become like a cinema heroine. All you need is just sesame jaggery, sesame and jaggery. That's it. That is why whenever somebody leaves the body and become ghost, we offer the sesame seeds and water to them. Because that irritation, stress, insecurity, frightened feeling, it will settle down in the ghost. Even if you have body, if you are irritated, you behave like a ghost only. All you need is sesame seeds and jaggery. You will become human being. I have seen when people get irritated, how they become like a ghost and scream. Whenever people come and complain to me, Swamiji, this Jnanatma is screaming, gone loose. I tell them, give some sesame seeds and jaggery balls to her. She will settle down in 2 hours, and then she herself will come and complete an apology. The irritation in the stomach, ulcer in the stomach, this parasites in the stomach, when it gets triggered, the irritation is triggered, they become like a bhuta, ghost. And they don't know how they are behaving, why they are behaving the way they are behaving, why they are uttering the words they are uttering, why they are screaming the way they are screaming. Nothing. They don't, actually, even they don't know. They just feel suffocated and wah, 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 wah. I tell you, just if you do the detox properly, cleanse all the parasites and microbes, your whole system will become such healthy. And Kaya Kalpa will simply happen. You taking powerful cognitions and higher lifestyle, but not being sincere to it, is gaslighting yourself, destroying yourself. Insincere. I am always afraid of insincere people. I am not bothered about traitors, enemies. Enemies and traitors, I don't care. I never care about them. I don't bother about them. They can't do anything. I know them. I know how their mind works, and I can play with them. Playing with them is like a leela for me. How Krishna danced on Kalinga, the heads of Kaliya, the snake. Nothing can be done. Kaliya can't harm Krishna, and Krishna always wins the game. So this enemies, traitors, I don't care. But these people who are not sincere are the more dangerous. They are more dangerous. Who fall for their mood swings. When the parasites trigger in them, falling for parasites, they are the more dangerous people. I handle these people more carefully. People who fall for the parasites, mood swings, they are the demons. I handle these demons more carefully than the enemies and traitors. Because these people are not sincere to them. See, I have always seen when somebody doesn't come for the morning yoga, doesn't do the spiritual practice routine, I always know either this fellow is an enemy or a traitor who is sitting here waiting for a right time. I know these criminals and I handle them the way they should be handled properly. You can always see all the criminals, traitors in the Sangha. They will never attend spiritual routine. This is one common quality of all of them. Listen. Enemies and traitors, we have nothing to do with them and they can't harm us. They only harm themselves. Forget about them. But people who want to achieve enlightenment, who want to be with Paramashiva, who want to manifest Paramashiva, if they don't become sincere, we need to work with those people. They need support, care, inspiration, sincerity, energy, everything. That is what I do. That's what I am doing even now. I can give you the long list of people who have intention but are not sincere in their day-to-day life. To detox themselves, to cleanse the microbes and parasites. If they become sincere, they will simply manifest Paramashiva. I can give a long list. Almost everyone inside our Sangha want to manifest Paramashiva, but they are not sincere to their decision, to their commitment. So they gaslight themselves and fall for mood swings when the parasites trigger. They fall for their parasites, become like a demon, devil, bah, 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 bah. And they don't know what they are doing. Same way I have seen Raghupati Yogi and Ram Surat Kumar, Visri Swami. They will use that neem flower, Veppambu, nicely powder the neem flower and use it for smoking. Once I asked why, Yogi Ramsuratmar Visiri Swamigal said that this smoke of the neem flower, Veppambu, cleanses the whole internal organs. Very less quantity will take and fill it, roll it on a leaf, the beady leaf, and smoke. I don't know how it feels or whether it is even possible for normal human beings to handle that kind of a heavy smoke, because it must be very strong. Don't try this. I'm just trying to recollect as many things as possible and spell it out. Whatever I received from my Guru Parampara, Gurus, my whole life is just keeping my Guru Parampara alive. That's all. This Kailasa is just for that one purpose. From Arunagiri Yogi Ishwara, my whole Guru Parampara, whatever they have given me, just keeping it alive and reviving it for the whole world to use it, enjoy it, experience it, celebrate it. So with this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhatvaita Saivam, the state, space, powers, being superconsciousness, and Kailas of Paramashiva. Paramashivoham, Om Nityananda Paramashivoham, the eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
श्रीकैलासोन्नतद्वादशान्तश्यामलापीठारूढ श्रीमीनाक्षिसुन्दरेश्वरा भिन्नस्वरूप परशिवपुत्ररत्न कुमार गुरुमण्यतुल्यावतार श्रीपार्वतीस्तन्यपानलब्धदिव्यज्ञान विश्रुतसकलनिगमागमसारभूतद्राविडवेदप्रवक्त्रे श्रीमत्परमशिवकरुणासमधिगतमुक्तामयचतुरश्रयान् गीयमानछत्रचामर श्रीचिह्नकाहलादिसमस्तबिरदावल्यलङ्कृत ज्ञानविज्ञानचक्रवर्ती सर्वजनसङ्घसद्यो निर्वाणदीक्षाव्ययापवर्गवर्ष विश्राण जीमूत परमतकलभकेसरी शैवसिद्धान्तस्थापनाचार्य श्रीराजाधिराजपाण्ड्यमहाराजगुरु शपणशाक्यादिमहान्धकारनिवारणज्ञानभानु वीक्षणानर्हार्हध्वजोच्छेदनपूर्वक श्रीमद्वृषभध्वजस्थापक शैवसमयकर्त्रे सर्वज्ञपीठारूढ श्रीजगद्गुरु श्रीज्ञानसम्बन्धदेशिकस्वामि वागीशसुन्दरमाणिक्यवाचकस्वामिनाम् अवतारभूत श्रीज्ञानसम्बन्धस्वामि पुनरुद्धृत श्यामलापीठ सर्वज्ञपीठ 93-गुरुमहासन्निधान अरुणगिरियोगीश्वर परम्परागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञपीठ गुरुमहासन्निधान कैलास परम्परागत काञ्ची कैलास सर्वज्ञपीठ 33-गुरुमहासन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्यमङ्गल नित्यकल्याण नित्यरजित कैलास परम्परागत आदिकैलास नित्यानन्दपीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासनपीठकर्तः साक्षात् श्रीपरमशिव समुद्भूत कैलास परम्परागत वैवस्वतमनुइक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चन्द्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचन्द्र शूरसेन इत्यादि अनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ति परम्परागत 64 योगिनी मण्डित 64 सम्प्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्मशासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञपीठ सुराङ्गी साम्राज्य मूर्धाभिषिक्त चूडामणे साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणिपीठ अष्टोत्तरसहस्र श्री महामण्डलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमशिव सिंहासनाभिषिक्त समस्त गणनायक श्री महागणपति समारंभ अनवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अटल पीठ अष्टोत्तरसहस्र श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्गपुर स्वर्ण पीठ 23 गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परम्परागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञपीठ जगद्गुरो श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमत्परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ श्रीमज्जगद्गुरु श्रील श्री भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिन् अत्रागत्य परिपाल्य च अस्मान् विज्ञान वितरणेन विजयी भव जय जय